What does it mean being sieged? It means that there is no way for food and all other necessities to come on a regular basis. That means that there is no electricity, water, or gasoline. That means that there are sniper checkpoints that are controlling every movement. Whatever you want to do, there is going to be intersection that you have to cross, and that intersection is going to be controlled heavily by snipers. So your chances to cross that intersection are really like 60-40. Killing by sniper is not just killing the body. It's like before war officially started, the child that parents were training on the potty was killed by sniper. So what message was that? Right, so somebody is up there, completely protected. We don't know where that person is, nothing can happen to that person. That person is highly trained and probably highly intelligent. You cannot train, people with not high intelligence, to do the sniper. So they see there is an apartment and there are parents training child on a potty. So they are going to kill that child. They are not going to kill the parent. So it's not random. So there is always psychological message into snipers. It's not random by no way. So that's what siege means. It's controlled in every possible way with the purpose of to weakening the human spirit and making people more vulnerable. Sarajevo was physically attacked. It was Saturday morning, just bombs start falling down. They immediately, the three most important buildings to destroy, post office. Remember, this is all before internet. So, you're destroying the major post office that is responsible for telecommunication for entire Bosnia and Herzegovina. That was the first building to attack. And then transportation, like, city cars were destroyed and everything. From that point on, the electricity was cut, food, water, everything was cut, and these snipers, and then bombing city on virtually daily basis for next 3.5 years.
So that is Sarajevo Symphonic Orchestra. They play here in a TV building because they have no place to play somewhere else. So they play with one French director, and this is Beethoven, Third Symphony, Eroica.
The members of the Sarajevo String Quartet decided, because it's just 4 of us, it's difficult to put orchestra together because it's like 60 people have to, cross these intersections. But 4 of us can maybe find a way, and we can at least practice together, just to practice. So we would just get together for like maybe 2 hours a day. It's wonderful because we have this daily goal. We will go to the rehearsal, we will practice, and then we go home and we take care of everyday lives. We are practicing now, it's May, early June, we are practicing now, we would like to actually play. So we set to have the concert at the end of June. And we are very excited. The concert is going to take place at 1 p.m. because there are no evening concerts, there is no electricity. So we came there and family of our members of our families were there. So it's just like maybe 5 people, right? And the atrium, the temple, they set up the chairs, so there are probably like 50 chairs prepared, there is a stage. So at this point, it's like 1 p.m., we hear actually bombing. So they are really bombing outskirts of town. So we are looking at each other, okay, let's start playing. And the first piece we were playing was Eine kleine Nachtmusik by Mozart. As we are playing, because this is an open space, it's like atrium, the people that are passing on the street, it's a major street in Sarajevo. Some of them stop and look and keep going. Some of them stop, look, and come in. So after each movement, we look at each other like, should we go on? Yeah, we should go on. So by the end of Mozart, which takes probably 17 minutes, yeah, there are maybe 20 people there. So we look at each other, yeah, it's worth playing further. At this point, you hear really strong detonations. Now they are bombing much closer. So we are on a stage and we are thinking, does this really make sense, to keep playing when bombs are coming so close? But you see, audience is just peaceful, like nothing is happening around. So that gave us like a silent signal. They are really focused on what we are doing. They need that. While we were playing Dvorak, particularly second movement of Dvorak, I was young. I was the only woman in the quartet. I was the youngest member. Because I have just accompanying part, so I have time like to little think. And I'm looking at this audience, and for the first time, I have a seed of understanding that playing music is not just for my own satisfaction. I love music and I want to play music, and it happened to be I'm a musician and I'm paid for that, so audience will come and I will play for them. But it really has the power to contribute to the not only quality of life of listener and musician, but to give it a meaning to the point that people don't care about bombing around, because bombing is at point really close by. They are just focused on music. In other words, music and as a symbol of human spirit and creativity is stronger than these bombs that are coming. We finished the concert and then people came to us and said, thank you, this is the best thing that happened in my life in last month. Please keep doing this. So we got really encouraged by that feedback. The rest is the history. The quartet played in that siege city for the next 3.5 years. We performed virtually everywhere, and everywhere means broken hospitals, churches, mosques, frontline. Anywhere where people will express interest that we come. On many times it will be virtually running under the sniper, or 2 members on one side of the street, 2 members on another side of the street, waiting the right moment that we can actually get together and continue to the place of where concert is taking place. After our 100th concert, we became kind of internationally recognized because our 100th concert happened on the same day when the biggest massacre in the Bosnian War. It was February 6, 1994. I'm pregnant. And remember, at this point, I'm still hiding that I'm pregnant. And the concert took place in the government building. So that's like basically in White House. And the president of our country, Mr. Alija Izetbegović, was sitting in the very first row. And as we are playing, I see a woman came to him and she whispered something. And during this performance, we constantly hear bombing. But this is like 2.5 years in the war. Nobody pays attention anymore because that's just new reality. They are bombing something. So she just moved to the side. And, we are playing and I'm looking at the president and you see the tear going down. So I'm thinking, are we playing that beautifully that even president of the country is moved? Because, politicians are not that much into music and arts. And when we finished the first movement, he stood up and he came in front of the quartet and he said, the bombing that we are hearing actually comes from the marketplace. I just received the news that Serbs threw this big grenade and that about 64 people are killed in one place. And he said, I need to leave the concert. There's this concert going on, something civil is happening. Something good and beautiful is happening. And then at the same time, something horrible is happening, just like 5 minutes away. And he said, while this quartet was playing, I was thinking, should we stop the concert or continue? And then he said, this is not the war between 2 armies. This is the war between good and bad. Music represents good, and I want that concert continues while I leave. We kept playing and we are crying, all 4 of us. You have tears down going. People in the audience are crying. It was hard to finish that day, definitely.